Hello, it's time to do our pre-lab for the classifying chemical reactions lab. Tonight, the beginning question is, what are the signs that a chemical reaction has taken place? Okay, make sure you have the title, classifying chemical reactions. Then your beginning question, what are the signs that a chemical reaction has taken place? All right. For our procedure, we're going to be going to different stations. For the first step, of course, step 0 is put your goggles on. Okay. Step 1, you need to get a piece of magnesium ribbon, and you need to have a piece of forceps, or a pair of forceps, or crucible tongs is probably what we'll use. They're the ones that kind of look like this. And you're going to hold that piece of magnesium wire with it. Okay. Step 2, you're going to ignite the magnesium in a Bunsen burner. So you'll need to have a Bunsen burner on with our lovely flame. We'll make a nice red flame. There's our lovely crucible tongs. And this is going to make a very bright light. So you need to make sure that you are not looking at that light. So look away from the light because it's going to be very bright and you don't want to blind yourself. Okay? You're going to let it burn completely. Then you'll put it into a watch glass. Put the remaining pieces. In step 4, you'll record your observation. All right, that is at reaction number 1. So that's at lab station 1. Lab station 2. Step 5. Using a barrel type pipette, add 2 milliliters of hydrochloric acid solution to a small test tube. So we need a test tube. You've got a pipette. And you're going to add about 2 milliliters, which is about the height of your pinky, into the test tube of hydrochloric acid, HCl. Step 6, you're going to put a few pieces of magnesium ribbon into the test tube. Now the test tube got very wide, oops. And step 7, you'll observe. You need to feel the sides of the test tube. There's your hand feeling the sides. You need to look at what's going on inside. Listen. Then the next step, step 8, you've got a burning, or you have some wood splints at your station. You're going to light it on fire with a lighter. And then you're going to take that lit splint and you're going to put it into the mouth of the test tube. Now, you should probably use a test tube holder while you're doing this just because this may make a little bit of a noise and I don't want you to drop the test tube. Okay? And then step 9, record. Lab 3. You're going to get a clean and dry test tube. And you're going to put ammonium carbonate into the test tube, about the size of a jelly bean. Using a test tube clamp to hold the test tube, you're going to heat the test tube in a Bunsen burner flame. So here's our lovely flame. Remove the test tube from the flame. Here's our test tube holder again. And put a piece of litmus paper in. Actually, we will probably use pH paper. Just put it into the edge of the opening of the test tube. Okay, do not sniff the test tube. No smelling. If you're going to waft, you wave your hand in front of your nose and waft. Next step, step 13, we're going to test for the formation of a gas, just like we did back in step 8. So you're going to light a wood splint on fire, and you're going to put it into the mouth of your test tube. Okay, and look for the reaction of a gas. Step 14, record observations. All right, lab station 4. Hold on while I change the paper. You're going to put a small amount of calcium carbonate in a dry test tube. Put another test tube, and you're going to put about the size of a jelly bean of calcium carbonate into the test tube. Using a barrel pipette, you're going to add 1 milliliter of hydrochloric acid. Once again, that's going to be about the size of a pinky, maybe a little bit less. Oh, and look who's come to visit us. Would you like to say hello? Come here. Here's Teddy. Teddy, say hi to everybody. Okay, now go away. Okay, feel the sides of the test tube. Make some observations. Step 17, do the wood splint test again. And then step 18, record your observations. Lab station. All right, lab station 5, you're going to take a beaker and you're going to cover it with a piece of aluminum foil. So it's going to look like this. There's the foil down around. It'll have a little dish of foil up in the top. and it'll be coming down around the sides. Okay, I found a picture of what this should look like. Oh, I don't want to move me. See if I can make it smaller. All right, that's what it's going to look like. You figure out how you want to draw it. Okay? All right. Step 20, you're going to take that foil-covered beaker, and you're going to put 1 scoop of copper 2 chloride. Oh, and copper 2 chloride, of course, is kind of a blue-green. So I'll use blue-green. You're going to put that into the top of the foil in that depression. So basically it'll go right here. Okay? Then, step 21, you will use a water bottle, a wash bottle, and add distilled water onto the top of that foil. And then record. Lab station 6. Step 22. Using a barrel type pipette, add 2 milliliters of copper 2 chloride solution. So we just used copper 2 solid. Now we're going to use copper 2 chloride solution. I guess I should have written CuCl2 up there. And it'll be a lovely blue-green color. I'll kind of mix them. Put 2 milliliters in, and then with a new pipette, you're going to add .25 drops of sodium phosphate. And then record. Okay, that is going to be all we will be doing for this part of the lab. So, now you've got your pre-lab done, and you're ready for lab on Monday. Have a good evening or good weekend.